Hi everybody, welcome to day 2 of the Guardian Angel messages and light language healing activations. We have 2 angels today that have been working with us quite a lot through these transmissions, and they've been waiting to bring this transmission through for me to pick up these new cards, which have apparently only just been published. And somebody gave me the heads up on them, and I do believe that these are what we've been waiting for. There's been a little break between the last transmission. So this is definitely a continuation of the previous transmissions we've been doing, as well as this portal that I've been perceiving that we're moving through around this eclipse gateway. So it's all about fast movement, big changes, moving to a new level and shifting to a higher timeline. The way we're going to do this, I'll just do a quick overview of the angels that have come in and the cards that have come through with the messages, and then we will do a healing activation with light language and really clear away the old, bring in the new, and just help with this transition. Here we go. So the first angel is the God of Truth, Ashila. Dates are November 13 to 17, which is coming up. Sign of Scorpio, Choir of Virtues. Cosmic processes, esoteric disciplines and paranormal faculties. Understanding, contemplation and deep thought, divine and mystical experience, global perspective, psychology, instruction, teaching, strategy and planning, access to parallel worlds, meditation, visualization and mantras, mental power, concentration and focus, spiritual consciousness and a sense of the sacred, high morality, integrity and authentic and true values, respect and fidelity within couples. So I really feel this reading is very much about spirituality, connection to spirit, embodying spirit in the day-to-day, how that connects to the collective energies, the global energies, and really being in that walking meditation, being in that heightened level of conscious awareness, spiritual awareness in everything you do in the day, what you connect to, how you respond to things with high integrity, authenticity, and high values, respect. And this is also, I feel, very much translating to couples when we look at the other cards in this reading. And I'm pretty sure this angel has worked before with the second one that's come in, which is God listening in concealment. These two together are really about bringing us higher, bringing in those higher values. And in conjunction with these other cards, it's really about moving up a level, really shifting up, really moving into the next paradigm. The next level of ascension. So this is the sign of Leo, Choir of Dominations, God listening in concealment. So this is really very much about sacred truths, spiritual truths, the truths and knowledge, the esoteric knowledge that is not really available or of interest in the lower day-to-day 3D paradigm, people going about their day-to-day life. This is about that sacred knowledge that you can only access when you are really committed to working in the unseen, working in the energetic, working in the spiritual mastery, spiritual values, higher values. So the associations and qualities are propensity for justice and the law, truth. So again, this connects to the God of truth. Great inner strength, discretion in counsel, power and abundance, secret information and knowledge, family and social circle, adaptation, propensity for science and politics, leadership, administration, decision-making, diplomacy and ambassadorship, behaviour in ambiguous situations, positive constructive atmosphere and team spirit. So there's a lot of diplomacy and leadership that comes from having that secret information, that secret knowledge, because knowledge in a sense is power as well. There's that sense of being in the upper of the hierarchies where you are leading others, but with integrity, diplomacy, and a high level of responsibility. And by that I mean the ability to respond appropriately with integrity, with diplomacy, with win-win solutions in mind. So again, these are themes that have been coming through a lot of the readings over the last few months. And so the cards that these angels have brought in are all about movement and up-leveling. They're about connecting from your heart and connecting to your heart, connecting to your spirit and navigating the world from there. But they're also about sudden, quick. I feel very much like at the eclipse gateway, both the solar ring of fire eclipse and then the lunar eclipse, that we've passed a threshold, we've passed through a threshold, and there is so many signs and messages coming to me that we have done that. I see it like, in 2012, 2012, the end of the main calendar, there was an up-leveling and we all knew it was coming and we were all waiting for some big physical change. But there was an energetic shift, and it was quite tangible to those that could feel energy and working in the spiritual fields. I very much feel, and all the things have been indicating to me, that we have just had another shift of that kind of magnitude. And I keep being reminded of the event that Dolores Cannon speaks about in the hypnosis she did with thousands of people who were all talking about this event where we move up into the higher paradigms, the higher values, the higher gifts and more peaceful way of living. In the previous transmission I did at the lunar eclipse, Akhenaten and Nefertiti were coming in, and there was a moving of the pyramids. They were aligning the pyramids to the stars, realigning them. It was like they had just come slightly misaligned and they were being aligned, but they were being aligned to the stars. Two different pyramids representing the masculine and the feminine, or the king and the queen. And I looked up Akhenaten and Nefertiti, and they actually were bringing in a whole new foundation for Egypt, where the Egyptians began to worship the one God, the sun, rather than multiple gods. So it was a whole new era in what the foundation of the collective was based on in their spiritual beliefs, and therefore their day-to-day life based on those spiritual beliefs. And you can see in this, so again, it's that moving to a whole new way, a whole new foundation, and that's what I feel very much coming through. And I feel that's why we've had these two angels quite often popping up to bring these codes through in these transmissions to facilitate this shift, to navigate us through those portals, through those gateways to the next level. So we've got this equalizing power card, which is traditionally the tower. And that one even looks like a pyramid. So I really feel there's also pyramids in the middle card, the dimensional shifts of the crystalline, the chariot. The chariot is movement, and it's fast movement. but again, it's movement in the direction of your soul calling. So I'm going to just quickly read you just a little bit of these cards here so that you're not just taking it from me. So we've got 29, navigate from the heart, 8 of light codes. This is traditionally the 8 of wands. Tune into your heart to guide and steady you in the whirlwind of this transformational time. Be prepared to make swift choices aligned with your true self. So again, these angels are bringing in truth, authenticity. This card represents the energy of the heart chakra. It connects us to compassion, empathy, divine love and oneness through heart-centered bliss. It's full of energy and motion. It propels you forward at a pace even faster than before. This card encourages you to go with the flow. You feel enthusiastic, and the forward momentum requires less effort than it may have in the past. Use this energy for generative change. This moment is highly productive and will fast track you to another level. Act quickly and do not wait around in uncertainty. Be laser focused with your intentions and actions. When you need to make decisions quickly, align this focus with the bigger picture of your happiness and quality of life. When we resist second guessing ourselves with our mind, we choose from our heart in alignment with our higher self. And then the second card is the Chariot, Major Arcana. As you surge forward, check in with yourself regularly for the big picture perspective of where you're heading. The Chariot symbolizes willpower and discipline, moving forward with strength and commitment to achieve what you've set out to do. The crystalline energy of this card wants you to stay focused. With this focus comes an inner confidence that will guide you through challenges, assist you in remaining assertive, and help you to be clear about your boundaries. There is a call to be courageous, to see this endeavour as a test of your strength and not cut corners. This card signifies forward motion toward the path of liberation, and it may also imply movement in the more literal sense of travel and adventure. So we've got aligning with your heart, navigating from there, fast movement forward up to new levels, new opportunities that you can need to make a quick decision on whether to take or not. And the second card, dimensional shifts of the crystalline, is moving, like on track, moving forward, moving up with confidence, with focus, with strength, doing things properly, moving towards liberation and freedom. We're really shedding, we're untethering, we're shedding those limitations, we're moving beyond limitations. I even had some insects in the garden with very strong symbology. Ladybirds landing on me when I was thinking about my future plans, and then a beautiful moth as well. And then the moth, when I went to photograph it, 'cause it was so beautiful, when it landed on my dragonfly painting in the garden. So 3 symbols of movement, transformation, moving to another level, good luck, and happiness. So really, that was yesterday. So really feeling that coming, that energy coming through in this card here, dimensional shifts, because we have butterflies and dragonflies in that card. So equalizing power. The walls of illusion that keep you separated from your truth are collapsing. It may be alarming, but hold on, because the view will be so much better. So as you're connecting to the bigger picture, the long term, connecting to your heart and soul, bringing that through quickly, decisively, confidently, in a focused way, the walls of illusion are coming down. The more you connect to that truth, the bigger picture, the long-term vision, take the steps to make it happen, the walls of illusion come down. And again, it's alarming because it could be quite sudden and big. The energy of this card is about sudden change. There we go again, sudden. All 3 cards are sudden, big change, movement upwards. So the energy of this card is about sudden change, big shifts and upheaval. During such times, there's a process of reconfiguration. Anything built on shaky foundations, anything out of integrity or based on illusion will collapse. During these times, we may question what is real and what is not, which can lead to confusion and disorientation. The way forward is through flexing and bending, dancing with the flow, rather than grasping, being rigid and ultimately snapping. The Tower indicates a revelation or spiritual awakening that could be intense. Anything that has been supporting a state of dis-ease may not give up so easily. The Tower signifies surrender, knowing that there's an important reason for this time of change. The situation is not happening to you, but rather for you. The universe is favouring truth and honesty. A newly evolved vision of yourself will appear on the other side. So change can be really difficult. It can be really hard to let go of what you know, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's toxic, because it's familiar. And stepping out away from that can be scary. We're having to have faith in the unknown, and really trust spirit to put that guidance, the next step, in front of our feet, one step at a time, not knowing what's ahead of that next step. But as that happens, as you let go of those old things that are no longer relevant, things will feel different each time you let go and you integrate that change, and you're stepping higher and higher and higher and higher. And the card that actually I was holding the page for there is Rainbow Portal. And that one is a spiraling upwards. And it is about really stepping into your dreams now, being successful in your dreams. Let me just read that. I think this might be the action card. It's time to bring your dreams into reality. Delight in the process, stay in your heart, and let this be a romantic adventure. So we've also had a few references to romance, and I do feel really a coming together with other people now, especially soulmates and twin flames. If you are really following that guidance, that is a marriage of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because the divine feminine is that inspiration, that listening, that receptivity to flow and spirit, and the masculine is more that container with the boundaries and the focus and the direction. When we have that in ourselves, then what we attract in is our counterpart who also has that in balance. So also this equalizing power, this Tower card, I keep being reminded of the Kundalini. So when twin flames especially, and also can be with soulmates, come together, there's often an opening of the Kundalini energy, which comes through that dynamic of the unity at the spiritual and heart levels, and that really brings through this powerful creative force that manifests quickly, and that change can happen so fast where everything drops away shockingly, suddenly. So what I want to say is just really stay in your faith and in your spirit when things are dropping away, and trust that the destruction is really because you can't take those lower vibrational old experiences with you where you're going. Where you're going is better. And I'm reminded when I've left things behind that I'd achieved goals, and I was really happy with where I was. And the universe, the Kundalini energy came through, it just cleaned it up and went, yep, you've done that, that's done. Really, really hard to let go of those things I was attached to, that it had taken so long to create and so much work. But it was time to move on to the next thing. And the next thing on my soul's to-do list, which ultimately takes you higher, even if it feels like it takes you into more struggle. Just really trust your soul, connect to your soul. Atatati takakaka. Atatati takaka tokukukuku akatatatatatatakaka. Akatatata. I'm seeing that card. It's probably supposed to represent the earth there in the dimensional shifts card, but I'm seeing it as the full moon. Atatati takaka tokukuku akatatati takakaka. There's an earth at the bottom and there's a crystalline earth at the top, I think. Atatati takakaka toku akatatati takaka kukuku. Akatati takaka titakaka totukukuku. Akatati takaka. Akatati takaka tokukukukuku. Akatatata akakaka. It's a really big shifting out of the chest and the lungs. So we're really clearing away grief. Grief of what we've created up until this point. The relationships we've created, the life we've created, things that we identify with. Atatati takaka tokuku that go with the old paradigm. Akatatati takaka tokuku. Akatatati takaka tokuku. I'm being reminded that when you try and hold on to that old paradigm, this is from my own experience as well, if your soul really needs to move to the next level, you won't be able to hold on to it anyway. It will just be taken away. So this is if it's soul-led. This is what I'm talking about. If it's soul-led, I'm not talking about if it's just a decision that you want something else. So yeah, this is that grief of letting go of that which is complete, essentially. Right, I'm feeling that right down through the sacrum and the tailbone in the spine. There's an opening up and releasing there, releasing of holding on to the old earth grids. Yes, we're in that chariot card, so we're shifting from the old earth grids to the new higher version earth grids. Akatatati takakato toko kokoko akatatatata akatatati takakato kokoko. Really feeling to have your feet on the ground, shoes off. Akatatati takakato toko kokoko. I'm seeing that dragonfly flying upwards into the higher dimensions. Akatatati takakaka akatatati takakato kokoko akatatata. Akatatati takaka tokukuku akatatati takaka akatatati takaka tokuku akatatata. So really feeling a cleaning up and a clearing out and upgrading the diaphragm and solar plexus area. Akatatati takaka tokukuku akatatata akatatati takaka tokuku akatatata akatatati takaka tokukuku okukukuku akatatata. Right, I'm feeling that now, that shift. The shift of the cells to the crystalline, moving through the leg muscles all the way down to the ankles and the feet. Akatatati takaka tatati takaka akatatati takaka akatatati takaka kokoko akatatati takaka akakoko akatataka akatatata akatatataka. Right, there's a clearing at the back of the heart. Clearing through a releasing at the jaw joints, the TMJs, temporomandibular joints. Akatatatatata. There's some clearing through the nose, behind the nose and the eyes. Atatatatitakakakakakakakakakoko. Akatatatatitakakakaka. Akatatatatitaka. Akatatatatitaka. Akatatatatatatakakaka. Akatatatakakaka. Akatatatatatatakakakakakakoko. Akatatatata. Still working through the base chakra. Akatatatatitakatatokokokoko. Akatatatatitaka. 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 Akatatata. 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 Really big release through the hara point, the solar plexus, the throat chakra. I'm seeing those rainbow colors that are in the dimensional shifts card, the chariot card. Akatatata. Akatatatatata. Kokokoko. 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 Feeling the wings of the angelic body bursting through the back of the heart, akatatata, and a grounding down through the base of the spine into the earth, into the ascended 5D earth grids, akatatata. Clearing out through the digestive system, might even feel a little bit achy through there. Through the mastoids at the back of the ears, they align to the tailbone and the earth grids. An expansion hugely upward through the crown into the heavens. Yeah, and a landing of the higher aspects of self into the physical body, the 5D earth grids. Yep. Feeling crystalline energy burst out from the core of you, through your body, through into the environment, way out through the whole earth, whole sides of the planet. And a strengthening of the spine. Spine feels very crystalline, strong, centered and grounded into the higher paradigm. The third eye feels so clear and cleansed and crystalline. And there's some tweaking of the soul star chakra and the crown chakra. Energy pouring in through there. Pink unconditional love mixed with gold. Down, strengthening the spine. Down into the earth grids. Heart is activating, throat is activating, third eye is activating, crown is activating. Feels like a liquid light, like a golden nectar, a golden honey. Just strengthening and repairing and nourishing the spine and all the chakras. Especially the base chakra, the whole body filling up with this golden nectar and connecting into the earth through the feet chakras. And the breathing with that feels vibrant, like it's breathing vibrant, nourishing nectar. throat feels like it's speaking nourishing, vibrant words and sounds. Third eye seeing nourishing, abundant visions. Palate of the mouth is clearing. Base of the skull is clearing. Nasal bones are clearing. It's a magenta colour coming in. And it's nourishing the energy field. It's washing and nourishing. Yeah, okay. With that, I just feel this sense of collective unity. Like we're all of the same mindset, the same wavelength, and it feels like hands are all held and joined in a harmonious understanding and joint intention of abundant peace and joy. So I'm seeing the fireworks in the Chariot card. Again, it reminds me of the event. I'll find a link and put it in the description box in YouTube. Oh, that feels beautiful, nourishing, resourcing, peaceful, loving, and safe and secure. Also feels like it's connecting to the highest future reality for everybody, the most abundant, most peaceful future reality, like we're now on that timeline. Okay, so just make sure you drink a lot of water, listen to your bodies, follow your inspiration, rest when you need to. And I'll see you in the next transmission. Blessings, everybody.